we would like to leave before the procedure starts.
Sure. You just stay outside then.
Very well. Come on, Baron, let's go.
Okay.
Everything's gonna be alright, Baron. Thank you, May.
No problem.
How many stays?
I'm staying.
I'm staying.
I mean, you guys don't have to.
As a person who's lived in this town, I don't really trust it that much, so...
Okay
And
then.
I'm here with healing just in case things go a bit,
Haywire.
yeah. And
Okay
also
then.
have Claude. Which I'm is Claude okay with the guy being basically a rat?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Because this is the first rat he can't swallow.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Sort of sat there confused like, I want to eat, but I can't eat.
Too big for one mouthful.
Claude.exe has crashed.
Gerald, please.
Yes.
The workbench.
Okay then.
There he has a bunch of little pieces. It takes a while for you to understand what's even going on with them. But right now he wants your help to make sure your arm looks nice. You help him to pick out a design you like.
Okay. Just look. I wanted to sort of like blend in with the rest of my armor and stuff.
Alright. Well, if you would lay down at the desk then.
I'll lay down on the desk.
He goes around and straps you down, humming a tune while he does. Then he gets a high chair and places it next to your stump. He gets up on it and lays out a bunch of tools next to you on the desk.
Okay.
Puts the finished assembled arm right under your stump. And lots of weird little bits of a mix of technology and magic that's sort of dangling out it. And then he, without further warning, starts attaching it. With prongs, he grabs pieces of wire or pipe and shoves it deep into your stump, opening wounds as he does.
Ow.
Bit by bit, the arm is slowly assembled. The procedure takes upwards of 15 minutes. Nothing to dampen the pain.
That took surprisingly quicker than I thought it would, but hey-ho.
The final bit, says Rolo. He shoves the whole arm up in place. You can feel all your nerves and muscles and bones sort of contracting at once. And then, says Rolo, he casts a spell and it gets very hot around the stump as he melts the arm into place. You can see the rim of the new prosthetic arm glowing red.
Okay. Okay. At least it's not on fire.
Ah.
Do
After a while, you manage to regain your breath.
Oh boy.
Huh. You handled that very well. Well, if I was still practicing, I'd give you a lollipop. He starts untying you.
I'll still take the lollipop from my friend.
I don't have any.
No, okay.
Now, don't be too hasty. Try to lift your arm.
I'll gently move my arm to like move it up and down in a gentle manner.
Very nice. It feels kind of heavy and still sore, but you can move it.
Yay!
There's also a little bit of delay. It doesn't react quite as naturally as your real arm does.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll have to get used to that.
Naturally. But thank you.
Not at all.
I have a question for you. Do you perhaps add upgrades to your prosthetics?
I do.
And if I wanted to come back here on my own accord, how would I do so?
Well, On your own accord, without talking to Evan, you'd have to join up, I think. Oh, but you could. It's not that hard, especially with your qualifications.
Okay.
You're a cripple, after all.
It's true now.
And this is the Hall of Miracles, where the lame can walk and the blind can see.
Okay. And how does one join up?
You would have to talk to Red.
To Red.
Evan Blackmarket is the Red's right-hand man. He introduces all the new people. And for those who do temporary business, he's the one who takes them to here, our hideout.
Okay.
The Red should be in. So, if you are set on joining up, I would do so as soon as possible.
I think I will. I'll look back to the remaining two. Do you two mind accompanying me to meet this Red?
I'm definitely not letting you go alone, so...
Yeah, I'm coming with you. But you need to let me and Barney know.
We're outside,
Oh.
so.
They'll be waiting outside. They're not going to go anywhere. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this whole procedure has taken about 20 minutes, and you had pulled Baron outside
Mm-hmm.
with Evan. So what do you do?
All right. Evan, may I ask if we could, explore a bit?
Well, I'd have to follow you. Make sure you don't
Oh.
cause no trouble.
Of course. That's no problem.
But yeah, I don't mind taking a stroll.
All right. Baron, you want to explore a bit so we could get away from the screams?
Yes, please.
Was I actually screaming much during it?
No, there was a lot of heavy grunting. You did roll really well, so you managed to hide the worst of it.
Yay!
Right,
But,
so...
but during the operation you had difficulty thinking straight. It's that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if I was screaming for Azures' sake. Character's sake.
Yeah. No, you really managed to tough it out.
Yay!
Alright. So, as we explore around, I wanted to go back to the entrance that we came from.
When you do, it seems like solid wall.
I look over to Baron and I want to check on him.
I hope he's okay.
Don't worry, he's a tough guy. But Baron, do you have any concerns about this place?
No?
I love how everybody else is really concerned about it, and I'm just like, yay, I got another! This place is great!
I don't know, it's because I feel like something's up.
Looks interesting to me.
I suppose so.
Loads of things up. Little lady. That's what this is. It's the Red's territory.
What's red?
He is.
Are you blue or black?
No. I'm with the Red. I'm his right-hand man, as a matter of fact.
Well,
I've
who's
been
left?
meaning to ask.
Yeah.
What's with the uniforms and such? You know, black and red.
Well, no one's actually required to wear it. But it's sort of a simple, see? Those of us within a like mind,
What's
all
your
see red.
ideology?
Anarchy.
And,
We all see red.
and Archie?
You don't need to know about that, Baron. May I ask why? For your case?
got tired of being stepped on, didn't we? For being different, one way or another. And no one's quite so different as the Red himself.
So, who is this Red?
Well, that is what he calls himself these days. Back in the day, his real name was Damien. He was shunned, see? Born with a demon's blood in his veins. And it shows. Bright red skin and horns like a bull.
He does?
No, it can't
Yeah.
be.
I take off my headband. I'm poor demon.
He looks at you with a mixture of adoration and pity. So you do. Brave little man.
When these horns came on my head, people started looking at me differently. They didn't like me. They wouldn't talk to me.
Aye, that's the first thing, you know. The looks. They're kind to you now, because you're a kid. When the day comes when they no longer want you, you know where to find us, yeah?
Well, we went down a dark alley, and then I guess someone said so. But I don't know how to find you. Yes.
Evan.
If you know the name Evan Black Market, then you can find Evan Black Market.
Evan, may I ask, do you know where Damien came from?
Not exactly. Out of towner.
Do you know if he comes by? I'm curious to meet him.
He sort of starts getting suspicious. Aye, I know where he is. What do you want to know?
It's just a funny hunch, really.
A hunch, you say?
Yeah, it's the best way to describe it is maybe an old friend.
I doubt it. Brett didn't have no friends when he came here.
I'd like to be his friend.
As do we all. All of us down here. The ones seeing red.
I see.
Tell me, girl. What reason would you have to see red?
Well, you see, there was another friend of mine when I was younger. And he also went by the name Damien, so I kind of got curious to see if maybe it was him.
His eyes grow cold. I'm not sure that there's anyone from Red's whole life that Red wants to see. And you, girl, if you don't mind me saying, seem like exactly the type of person who he do not want to meet. Perfect little angels like you.
I look at her, questioning. What do you mean?
She's not like you or I, is she?
Well, we did find her. She was out. She was unconscious, I think, sleeping in a tomb.
Yeah.
We had to wake her up. I don't know anything more than that. And she plays music.
It's okay then, Evan. Maybe I'll come by another time then.
Can I see Red? If it's okay.
Yeah, I think you'd like that.
Really? Awesome.
Now, little lady, if you just close your eyes again.
Fine. I hesitantly close my eyes, but I cover my mouth.
And Baron,
Yeah?
if you just take a step back.
Okay.
he releases again from the palm of his prosthetic hand this blackish cloud that seems to turn to unnatural darkness. Like the light simply refuses to touch what you now know to be the exit. You can still see the silhouette of Evan Blackmarket in the middle, until suddenly both his and May's silhouette vanish. After a moment, his silhouette returns and the darkness disperses.
Oh god, I'm gone now.
You find yourself back in the cellar. Alone. Hey Baron,
Where'd she go?
I'll show you. Come here.
Okay.
He points to the corner, up near the roof. There's a grate, the sort of grate that sewage water used to flow down. Up there, you can see the flicker of a light, a candle light.
Oh, that. Okay. Yeah?
She's up there, in that room.
Oh. Are you coming with me?
I am. I need to show you the way at least.
Oh, okay.
Now, back at Professor Rollo's clinic. Rollo has agreed to show the rest of you his place, seeming much less suspicious of strangers. Are all of you going? Sorry, May.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go see this Red to sign up for this thing so I can eventually get better stuff for my prosthetic.
I'll go.
All of you walk for a good while down in these old sewers, now cleaned and turned into the Hall of Miracles. There is, for the first time at all, transported and built into the old warren, a red cross on the door. On the way, you meet up with Evan Blackmarket again, who walks alongside Perrin. Oh, hello, Rollo.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Where's May?
She's gone. She went in blackness and then disappeared.
Why did she go?
You don't need to worry about the little lady. She's fine.
I want to know where she is.
Like where she started. I simply showed her the door. Didn't do nothing to her.
Okay.
Nice arm.
Thanks.
Got over the same spot mine were. Fancy that?
I paid a bit extra for it, but
As did I.
needs must.
Just so. Well, Rono, thanks for leading me here. Good work on the arm, and do remember to take a good 100 off of my dip. I'll show them all inside. At this point, Bastion, you're starting to get some nasty suspicions. You've never heard the cover name Red before, but a hellborn thief or scoundrel, that is familiar. And the signs are beginning to show. Hellish symbols on the walls.
How are we going through?
You're walking off to on the right side of a fairly large hallway. There's sort of one section in the middle of the hallway that's deeper than the other, where the old sewage water used to flow. But you tend not to walk down there. Evan isn't really keeping an eye on any of you, just looking forwards, greeting a couple of the people you walk past.
It's amazing how much stuff is actually underneath the city. You wouldn't think that there's so many tunnels or alleyways or anything
It's not
like
just
that.
this. This town is as old as fuck. All sorts of different tat down here. Most of it you can't explore cause the roof will crumble.
Ooh. It must have been a job to make sure it was secure.
Yeah, not my job, luckily. Alright, it's here. You can step inside if you like.
Thank
I've
you.
got guests right now.
So other than me, who wants to else meet this red guy?
Me!
I'm
What?
not sure that's a good idea, Baron.
Why not? He's part demon too.
Maybe I'll come with you just in case.
Thanks, Grandma.
Do you remember how I said that I had some bad history in this town before?
No?
Well,
You do.
yeah, I do. um, this place isn't exactly the nicest people.
You seem nice.
I'm pretty sure Bastion knows the drill at this point. If things go bad, he knows what happens. As much as I get what what you mean, Bastion, in that this is another one of your. I don't want to be mean and say kind, but yeah, you do understand that if things go bad and that happens, that had to happen, don't you?
Trust me, these guys are not to be messed with. As I say that, you see more or less fear in Bastion's eyes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll just take this one step at a time.
Did you want to go back to see May?
If you want to go back, it's perfectly understandable. But before you go, do you mind giving us what information you have so we don't go in unprepared?